Welcome back to another episode of Extreme. My name is Zach.
My name is Joey.
And this is a podcast where we dig deep on your favorite video games.
Yes. What are we doing today?
We're just going to go. Well, we're going to go into World 4.
Okay, let's do it.
Just go. We're going. Go, Mario. All right, 4-1.
Yeah.
It's the first instance of the Goomba.
Is it?
Yeah.
Whoa.
We're in World 4, and we've just seen our first Goomba.
This is where the game really starts.
Yeah, this is now it's a real Mario game. Now this isn't some fucking Doki Doki Mario bullshit. This is real Mario now, because there's a Goomba in here.
There's a Goomba, there's just like enemies that will actually try to hurt you.
Well, I mean, let me back up on that Goomba real quick. So, it is a Goomba, but it doesn't act like a Goomba. First off, it's always got this distant gaze. Like, it's not looking at you. It's like looking past you.
Or he's like trying to look through your soul.
I mean, those Goombas do look weird. I wouldn't be surprised if they had some new mind powers. I mean, they must have some new power because when you jump on them, they don't die anymore.
Right.
They just become small. They're like moving platforms now that you can stand on.
Right. Just flattened Goombas.
Yeah, so maybe they did get some kind of new power where they've learned to flatten themselves and kind of like deaden their souls. And they're like constantly on the search for a new soul because they're like, well, I guess we're not made of bone anymore. We're just made of air.
That could be flattened.
Yeah, you know, it's like those other enemies that they jumped on. What are they called?
Yeah.
Milds?
I don't remember.
I don't know.
What were they called?
Milds?
The skeleton ones?
I don't even know anymore. Either way, these Goombas are fucking creepy.
True.
And it's a very odd choice to make them into platforms, but if they're gonna do that, I hope they actually use that function in some way.
Right.
Like, have a bunch of Goombas, like, standing on spikes, and you have to jump on them and use them as platforms to get across the spikes.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah, that'd be a cool idea. I hope they do it. I don't know if they will.
We'll see.
Either way. As we move through the stage, though, they start using these pipe layouts to create, like, these sort of, I don't know quite what to call them, challenge rooms?
Okay, yeah.
Where they kind of put you in a semi-enclosed area with certain enemies to make it a bit more difficult to proceed. And they design the rooms in such a way that the enemy that's currently in there is, like, best suited to make your life real shitty in that moment.
Right. Like the shells.
Exactly. Like the shells, or putting a bunch of jumping Goombas above you and you don't know when they're going to fall on you, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I say Goombas? I meant Goombas. I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
It breaks up the stage into, like, little mini chunks of difficulty, but I think you can only do that if you're going to do it throughout the entire stage.
What do you mean?
Like, you could have the miniature challenge rooms, but I'd say, like, make the whole stage focused around that.
Right. Otherwise, it's just kind of random.
Yeah, otherwise you're just kind of doing it to do it. But if you did something like you start off with, like, easy challenge rooms, and then you go a little in between, and then a new challenge room, and it kind of gets progressively harder as you move forward, that'd be a good level.
Yeah, it'd be, like, a cool concept for a level, for, like, just something different, you know?
Yeah, it just seems like, you know, maybe they could have stretched out some of these concepts. Because I know that in previous levels, they kind of just copy old concepts.
Yeah, and they want to, like, just put everything in every level, you know?
Yeah, but I think they kind of, like, missed a really good opportunity to stretch that out. And say, like, look, let's dedicate an entire... we have the room. There's enough stages. I could rattle off a bunch of stages where you could just say, just replace that.
Right. Like,
so,
yeah, like, exactly.
Like most of the entire latter half of the third world.
Yeah.
Like
they just redo like similar levels. Why not just do a cool different level?
Exactly. Just like take the time to expand on a concept as opposed to throwing literally everything and the kitchen sink in it.
Yeah.
But speaking of the kitchen sink, well, they bring back fuzzies.
Yay!
Which is great.
I'm so happy.
I do love fuzzies, so at least there's that. And again, this is just another case of that. Maybe we could have used this progression in that stage with the fuzzies, but they made it so that the platforms, you actually have to platform now while high on the fuzzy.
Right.
Which is great. That's exactly what you should do.
Yeah. It's been too long since the last fuzzy, though, you know? You kind of have to...
Gotta relearn it.
Learn it, yeah.
That's the problem, I guess. When you introduce a concept and you don't really hammer home with that conveyance and like the test of the conveyance, you're prone to forget. Or you're prone to just be like, what the fuck? Okay, cool, I guess. I don't quite remember.
Right.
But I don't know, it just feels kind of disjointed.
Yeah. Like, it's still fun. It's still cool, but like, it would have been cooler if it was earlier.
You're right. Yeah, it's still a really cool concept. I like the fuzzies. I like the idea of fucking with the player.
Yeah.
Like any kind of stuff like that in games where they mess with you as opposed to the character.
Right.
I like that.
Yeah.
There's a... God damn it. It's the first world, man, and it's the first level, and there's already a text box. At least World 3, like, had the decency to shove them into the end of the world.
Yeah. I mean, the level 1 kind of makes sense for where to put a text box, just as long as they don't put more of them.
Well, I don't know what happened in this world, but we'll talk about that later. But, like, this text box, it's just contextually sensitive information again, because it's just explaining to you for the third time what Powerful Mario is. The third time!
Are they just going to do that every single time Powerful Mario, like, comes into play?
I feel like they're going to do that every time a fairly specialized obstacle is in the way. Be like, oh, did you remember that you can ground pound? You can ground pound, bro. Let me remind you for the 15,000th time.
Yeah.
Oh, there's also flying wigglers, so that's cool.
Yeah.
You want to talk World 2, or is there anything else that you wanted to, that maybe I missed?
I don't know, I just wanted to say that the wigglers used to be caterpillars and now they're butterflies. I thought that was smart.
That is smart. I wish they could just let that anger go in the chrysalis, you know?
Yeah.
They still get upset. Maybe they need more counseling. I don't know. Is there like a wiggler psychiatrist out there?
Wigglers Anonymous.
Yeah. Hi, my name is Wiggler, and I still get upset when people jump on me. I mean, I'd be a little upset too, but I wouldn't go raging mad.
Like, very possible.
I mean, I've been to concerts before where drunk people try and jump on me. I don't turn red with rage.
Oh, well.
I just say more like,
if there's any time you can, it's that time.
Yeah, it's fair. I'm more just like, dude, did you at least bring me a beer? Either way, let's talk World 2.
Yeah. World 2.
The Cave of the Lakitus.
Yeah.
Which seems kind of ironic, considering the Lakitus usually fly in the air.
Right.
Weird that they're in caves now, but, you know.
Is that the point?
I don't know.
Do that on purpose?
Well, this entire stage just reminds me of, again, World 2, 2-7.
Okay.
It's just underground now.
Yeah.
You know, that was the wall of Lakitus. It's the exact same thing. It's just underground.
Yeah, just a different background.
Yeah. They swapped out the outdoors with indoors.
Yeah.
But I did figure out the most annoying sound in the world. And it's this one. Paul, put it in. And it's this one. Paul, put it in. No. That was just me talking, dude. That's kind of harsh. I was saying that when you go near a shell in water, it makes a very annoying sound. I don't even quite know how to describe it, but a lot of the sounds that gross me out in this game really sound like some dude just making guttural noises.
Yeah. Could it have been that in the recording?
It's like if you started splashing your hand underwater, but then... You know what? I don't even quite know how to describe it. Maybe, Paul, you could actually put in the right sound effect this time? God damn it, Paul! Why do I ask you for things? Anyway, we're moving on. Okay, there's a secret area that, again, explains via text box that you can... For fuck's sake. That you can hover multiple times with the flutter jump.
It's like, could you not know that already?
Like, we're at World 4 by now. Did you fucking not realize you could do that? What have you been doing this whole time? But, you know what the weird thing is? They take the time to talk about the fact that you can double multiple flutter per jump. But then they gloss over this fucking thing about a magnifying glass.
Right.
In the same text box. Like, whoa.
Yeah, by the way.
What's this magnifying glass? Apparently it's one of the items that you can get in the bonus stage. But like, what? Why don't you explain that?
They don't care about the bonus stages, I guess.
It's so weirdly, like, they choose such weird things to explain in text boxes.
Yeah.
It's like, alright, well, did you know that if you inhale with your lungs and exhale a few seconds later, you can continue to live? Also,
pro tip.
Also, Area 51 is true. Anyway, about that breathing thing.
Yeah.
It's like, oh no, let's back up.
Yeah. Like,
hold on, can you just
tell me about this?
I breathe in and then out? But like,
whoa.
What?
Why do you have to do it twice?
I think I've been doing it wrong. Either way, this is a dumb stage and I don't like it. Let's move on to World 3.
I'm for it.
But before we do that, let's go to our non-existent sponsor. Paul, you do your thing, buddy. I believe in you. Don't fuck me on this. Don't fuck me on this, Paul. Are you tired of sleeping too much?
Yeah!
Well, don't worry. We have a miracle product for you.
What?
Introducing, I'm gonna come to your house and slap you awake. That's right. For only $100 a day, I will come to your house and make sure you don't fall asleep by slapping you repeatedly on the face.
What a deal!
I know! I come anytime, any day. If you're sleeping already, don't worry. I have a tracker. I'm just gonna come anyway, and I'll smack you awake. So no need to worry if you're already asleep.
'Cause I'm already...
And welcome back.
Hey!
I hope you enjoyed our sponsor.
I almost fell asleep.
Oh, don't worry, man. He's already on his way.
Yeah.
It works. It works. Just don't worry about it. If you hear a little knocking at your door, just don't worry about it. He's just doing his job.
Yeah.
Either way, World 3. The irony of the next world's name, considering our sponsor, is fantastic. Don't look back. Don't look back.
Does it mean don't look down?
Yeah, it's
that would
weird.
make more sense. Yeah,
in the context of this, in the context of the stage, you're right. It feels more like it should be "Don't look down." But either way, they have a text box immediately explaining those numbered platforms that we already saw a few stages back.
Yep.
So cool, great. We can't have anything fucking conveyed to us. It has to be text boxes at some point.
That's right.
But what it doesn't tell you about is balloons.
The actual new thing.
Literally the actual new thing that you'd want them to explain and which would actually make you progress.
Yeah.
Because if you just follow the platforms, you end up at a wall.
Right. And then you die.
And then you would die. I don't know why they don't... oh, God. The priority, man. It's okay. In world, 6-7, they're gonna, explain how the balloons work. If I called that, I get $5 from myself.
$5? All right.
I will pay myself $5.
I'll take that bet.
Nice. All right. This is gonna work out. Either way, there is slightly one, aside from the balloons that take you vertically, there's also another balloon that now can take you horizontally, which you need to pump up.
Yep. That was fun.
Yeah, and it's like a oscillating platform that gets smaller as it goes along because it's a big balloon that deflates.
Right.
So, it's a pretty cool idea. I don't know why this level's called Don't Look Back. It should be called something like Balloon Party or something.
Yeah. Balloon Bonanza.
Balloonanza?
Balloonatic.
Oh, that's good! Balloonatic. Either that or it's like what happens when Baloo from the Jungle Book goes insane. You're being a balloonatic!
Nice.
Thanks, Paul. Glad you put in the sound effect. But that's about it for 3. You want to move on to 4?
Yeah, let's do it.
Marching Mild's Fort.
This is classic,
this
maze
is proper
thing.
fort shit.
Yeah.
So first off, it starts by throwing in this rubber banding chain chomp that chases you as you run to the fort.
They had the chain chomp in World 1, I think.
Yeah,
previously.
they had the ones that jump at you, but this one, I'll give it credit, actively chases you.
Yeah.
So, but it is 1000% rubber banding. If you go fast, it'll go fast. If you get too close to it, it's like, I'm slowing down so that I don't eat you, even though I'm supposed to be the problem that you're running away from. Anyway.
It's just aesthetic.
It's an aesthetic problem.
Yeah.
It's just he's there. It's like when you meet a dude at the gym who's real buff, but at the same time has never gotten in a fight. He's fucking gigantic and rippling everything, and he's I've never punched anything.
Yeah. That's so mean.
Yeah, why would you even... I can't even... You go to the gym to fight people?
I'm a non-violent creature.
I actually have butterflies in my hand while I'm doing push-ups. And I make sure that they are safe.
That'd be a good character in a show.
That would be interesting. Maybe we'll get him on the show. Either way, let's talk about the fort itself. So it breaks up into 4 distinctly different areas.
Yeah.
So you have your lava room, you have a standard platforming room, you have your Arkanoids room, and another standard room.
I thought of Arkanoids too.
Right? It's exactly Arkanoids.
Yeah.
So let's start with that one.
Right.
So it starts off normal platform, but there are certain barricades that you have to hit multiple times with eggs to progress.
Yeah.
It's just straight up Arkanoids.
Yeah. The good thing is that the egg doesn't break right away. It'll bounce off.
Exactly. It'll continue for a bit.
Yeah.
It doesn't change shades when it hits the breaking bricks.
Right.
Yeah. But it's exactly, even the tile design for the bricks to be broken look like something out of Arkanoid or Brick Breaker.
Yeah. For sure they just took it from that as a reference.
Oh, for sure. They were just hey, you guys like Arkanoid? Can we just somehow put that in?
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, Yoshi shoots eggs, so it's kind of like the ball. And it's yeah, just do it.
Nice.
All right, cool. I mean, it's not a bad concept. It's just weird.
Yeah, it is weird.
It seems
Also, like,
semi out of place. What do you say?
Like, is the Brick Breaker game originally Nintendo? Was that like legal to just take their idea and put it in their game?
I thought it was Atari.
Yeah.
I don't know, but Atari's licenses have been really up in the air. So I don't even know. I don't even know anymore. But I mean, this was like 90. Oh my God. Why am I forgetting?
96?
95? 96? Yeah.
I don't know.
Around that time.
Yeah.
Either way, it's an interesting design for a room and just an interesting challenge, which makes for it changes up the standard like platforming rooms that it has. Otherwise, it would be 3 standard platforming rooms and 1 with lava.
Yeah, they had to put something, I guess.
Exactly. I'm not even going to talk about the standard platforming ones because they're just that there's nothing that there's nothing there.
Just get a key.
You get a key. One of them has the blue spikes you have to avoid.
Yeah.
But the one of the lava river again, that's actually I think that's one of the better ones.
Yeah.
Because you have to again use the concept of the bucket boat to pass through the lava, which apparently I don't know what this bucket's made of, but like it's fucking crazy that a metal bucket can shield you from the heat in lava.
That doesn't make sense.
No, I'm pretty sure you'd have a cooked Yoshi after that and a charred baby. Charred baby. Oh man, you can't have charred baby.
Why not?
Homie.
But it's so tasty.
God, using the Marge voice just hurts my throat.
Yeah, that sounded painful.
No shit.
Homie.
We're gonna talk about Mild. Let's talk about the boss. Marching Mild.
I enjoyed this. It was like the bubble game. Bubble Trouble.
Yeah. It's like Bubble Trouble, except to make the bubble pop, you have to smash it with your asshole. You gotta do a ground pound to take down this boss. It's the only thing that you can do until they're very small.
Yeah.
It's actually, from what I can tell, one of the few bosses that you can kill when it's small by eating it.
True.
Yeah. I think it's good that it changes up the dynamic of a boss fight and that we've been kind of relying mostly on eggs.
Right. And you can't basically in this boss.
Until they're small. Until they're small, which is, 3 forms down.
Yeah. It's basically just like a little minion of the boss at that point.
Exactly. And then that's fine at that point because it's just a normal enemy.
Yeah.
But Mild itself is not very interesting. It just walks around.
It's like an egg with feet.
Yeah, it's like you know how they have like counterfeit properties in like China of like popular mascots?
Yeah.
This is like counterfeit Kirby.
So true.
Right? Like it looks like it could be like if you see it like on a backpack in China, it's like Kirby.
Kirby with a E.
CIRBE. It's Kirby. Either way, that's the fun. Oh shit! I can't just very well forget about our favorite, our least favorite pedophile, Kamek, and what he has to say. I need a quick sip of my drink.
Yoshi. Oh dear. Well, marching Mild will pound you to bits.
All right, well,
okay,
not as weird.
Yeah, that's like pretty normal, I guess.
It was normal-ish, standard boss talk fare.
He did.
Maybe somebody at base talked to him and he was like, "Dude, do you hear yourself when you talk?" And he's like,
I don't know what you're talking about, sweetheart.
He did say,
like,
"Oh
that.
dear." That was a little creepy.
I mean, he's trying to wean off of it. It's like a 12-step program, you know?
Yeah.
Can't do it all at once. Either way, let's do a very quick internet backstory on Miss Marching Mild.
Internet backstory. Yay.
Marching Mild. In Italian, the translation of their name means big cuddly.
Cool.
That's all I got.
Oh. Internet backstory. Yeah.
I mean, it's one of the least interesting bosses. Like, Big Boo had a little bit more to it.
Yeah.
It's just a damn shame that literally every boss now is just becoming a bigger version of enemies you've seen.
Yeah, I mean, that's basically been the game.
It's been the thing the whole time. Yeah. But I mean, some of them, like, I thought we were going in a cool direction. Like, for the Froggy boss fight, it made you small.
Right.
And, like, at least the naval piranha didn't just become a big piranha. It grew other things.
Yeah.
It grew a navel, for gosh sake. Either way, we take a quick break-a-rooney. And no, we don't have any more sponsors for this episode. At least, I hope not. Welcome back.
Hey.
All right. We're going to do like a whole bunch of these levels back to back to back.
Yes. All right. Speed run.
Yeah, because they don't really have a lot of defining characteristics aside from the one thing that they say in the title. Speaking of which, Chomp Rock Zone.
Yay.
World 5. So I remember in like the first world they already explained Chomp Rocks.
Yeah.
But, you know,
yeah.
Context-sensitive text boxes are here to re-explain it for you.
Especially since they're, like, using it a lot in the level, I guess.
Yeah, this whole stage is just one big escort mission for 2 Chomp Rocks.
Yeah.
You just need to bring them to the end.
Yeah.
That's it. Like, that's the stage.
Yeah. It's, like, a little annoying.
But like that's it. I don't have anything else. I didn't write anything else in my notes. Just bring the Chomp Rocks.
What else? Yeah, no. I can't think of anything.
Okay. Hey, yeah, I don't know. It's a different idea, but I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, it's different at least, different level.
Yeah, it's not that it's bad per se. It does commit to the idea that it has, as opposed to previous ones where they kind of throw everything in there.
Yeah.
But
true.
that's just it. I mean, there's nothing else for me to talk about. It's an escort mission. They have some obstacles that you need to stop before the Chomp Rock gets there.
Yeah.
That's about it.
I guess you got to do a little bit of thinking. You know, how are you going to get the rock? It's there. But yeah.
No, you're right. I don't know. Maybe I'm just glossing over it too much.
No.
Well, what I'm not going to gloss over is the next stage, 4-6.
Yeah.
Lakeshore Paradise.
Sounds nice.
Yeah, you know what? But for a Lakeshore Paradise, we sure spend a lot of time in fucking dingy caves and brown pastel shit outdoor areas.
Yeah.
This doesn't look like a
lake
paradise. So yeah, I don't really have much else to say for World 6. We've already talked about pretty much everything that it throws in there.
Right.
So, World 7?
Okay.
Ride like the wind. What's the guy who sings that song? Now it's bothering me.
I don't know.
You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Like ride like the wind. Oh, whatever. Fuck it. If you know what song I'm talking about, you can email us at itstheextreme@gmail.com. That's itsthexstream@gmail.com. I will probably just give up on figuring out what the song is because I have thoughts that instantly pop into my head and I don't address every single one of them.
Exactly. Hey,
Either way. Oh. No, wait.
Okay.
Focus.
Yeah, what were we talking about?
Ride like the wind.
All right.
So you need to maneuver on platforms that shoot you into the air.
Yeah. That's fun.
Yeah, it's a cool idea. They've seen these platforms before in some of the other stages, mostly in forts and castles.
Mm-hmm.
But they kind of dedicated more of a full stage to the ones that go really fast and shoot you off a rail, and you kind of have to jump to the next one to keep going.
Yeah.
You know what it kind of reminds me of? Remember those minecart stages in Donkey Kong Country?
Yeah.
Like where you have to jump onto the next one.
Yeah.
Keep going. Kind of like that.
Yeah. True. Good times.
So it's a cool idea.
Yeah. I like that they had the big balloon again. I was not expecting another one.
No, not so soon. I thought they were going to wait like another 3 worlds to bring it back. But what also came back is the Neps. Neps? Yeah.
Nips.
There's more Neps in this stage than there were in the fucking domain of Neps. Like, what the fuck's going on here?
They migrated.
Yeah, they migrated out of their own kingdom. They were like, fuck it. This place sucks anyway. It's overrun with monkeys. Either way, that's all I got for that particular stage, too. Castle?
Let's do it.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Paul, put in the appropriate break for sneezing.
Oh, I didn't know that's what we did.
Sorry. You want to hear my impression now?
Yeah. Are you alright, Zach?
So there's a vomiting lava monster, and it's fantastic. I love it. It even does that thing where it's like holding back a vomit. It does the face too, where it's like,
yeah.
I fucking love it. It's fantastic. Oh, the name of this stage is Hookbill the Koopa's Castle.
Yes.
As we move,
another kind of maze.
Yeah,
thing.
another maze, fairly not. How do you mean?
Like. Not maze, but like lots of different rooms.
There's a lot of different rooms. I hear where you're going. It actually feels like, again, they did a good job in these castles of making it feel like you're navigating a castle. With a lot of like ancillary rooms that you can go into, some of which don't have stuff, some of which move you forward. So the castle design is actually pretty good. It actually feels like a castle where you're trying to find a boss.
Yeah.
What I don't like is that they've replaced their creative fucking ingenuity with okay, they had thwomps, before that smack down whenever you're underneath it. They just replaced it with a fucking ball and chain.
Right. It's like not a character anymore.
It's like, come on. I thought
they could have just put a face on that thing.
Put a face on it at the very least. Give the ball a face. What? Come on, gang. I thought we were, going forward with creativity here.
Well, at least they have the Shy Guys kind of controlling it.
They do. Again, you're right. It makes it feel more like it's being operated by, minions. But I don't know. I liked having the thwomps. They were like a character.
Yeah.
And they accomplished the same... And they accomplished the same goal.
Yeah.
But as we move through the stage, there's more Brick Breaker.
Yeah.
And a lot more, again, they use a lot of the previous concepts from every other stages and ramp up the difficulty. Not exceptionally more, but a bit more than when it was first introduced.
Yeah, a little bit.
But not too much so that I would call it a real challenge yet.
Right. Just like slightly more interesting, I guess.
Yeah, they're like very incrementally increasing the challenge.
Yeah.
Either way, it's not bad.
No.
It's meh.
Yeah, it's
like
meh. It's not so different that like it makes it that necessary, you know?
Yeah. No, I get completely what you're saying. I mean, what is though pretty different is the way they introduce the boss in this stage.
Yes, I like that.
So
a lot.
You actually have to navigate like above the castle and into the clouds.
Yeah, it's kind of like a Mega Man boss.
Yeah, like when you're going to like Storm Eagle or something.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought of.
And then you go like through like the clouds, and then you get stuck on a random platform in the sky, I guess.
Yeah.
Which it's a bit odd, but you know.
Why is there like a Koopa there?
Yeah, like I don't know. What are you guarding, dude? I'm curious to know what's at the end of this bridge. Either way, we never learn because our good buddy Kamek comes back.
Yay.
And says, Little
Koopa, come through for me now. Go forth and rock Yoshi's world.
Oh, yeah.
We gotta take him back to those classes, man. He still needs more help.
Yeah. He was making progress, but
I feel like we took a step back.
Yeah.
Either way, now we got Giant Koopa who changes their name apparently. So Kamek has new magic that not only makes you bigger, but it changes your name.
And makes you look retarded.
And makes you look ridiculously derpy. What is this Koopa? Its eyes are bulging, its fingers are weird, it's got a hook bill now, and I get it. But it's this derpy fucking kid. What is this? Why did they make it look so derpy? Anyway. It does actually... It's a good boss fight, though.
Yeah. It's got, like, a few different aspects to it.
Yeah, initially it starts on all fours, and then it learns how to walk, and then it learns how to run at you, and then it'll, like, jump and try and, like, slam down on you.
Yeah. I like that you have to hit it 3 times with the shell, like, quickly.
Yeah. It's an interesting idea. Combining the shell smacking with the body thwacking and the butt pounding. So you're right. You knock it off balance when it's on 2s. And then it falls over, exposing its belly, and you give it a belly bump with your butt. So the fact that they're combining the various different aspects of your arsenal to take it down is a really good progression in the difficulty.
Yeah. It's like a legit boss fight.
Exactly. It actually feels like a really good boss fight.
Yeah.
Which I 1000%. Again, it's really weird and derpy, and I have no idea why jumping on its head makes it cough up eggs, aside from the fact that you need eggs in this fight.
That tends to be a theme in this game.
Just random, like it's like, hey, we have a giant Koopa, but like we want them to have eggs, but what if they run out of eggs? It's like, well, I don't know. What if we had them drop in randomly? Like, no, I want this fucking Koopa to just spit them out. If you jump on its stupid head.
Yeah.
And,
if you need eggs, you get eggs. That's the theme of this game.
Like, I get it. You need something to get the eggs to the player so they can beat the stage. I get it. Maybe you could have thought of a different thing. Like, enemies that fall onto the stage that you turn into eggs.
Yeah.
Or something.
Or little
like a bunch
Koopas.
of small Koopas. Exactly. Yeah. They have to knock their shells off or something. Maybe that was too much. Either way, you beat Hookbill the Cooper and blow up his area and whatever, he dies. Actually, he doesn't die. His shell explodes and he just kind of falls.
Yeah.
Which I guess gravity kind of got it at this point, but...
Gravity or magic, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Either way, you are victorious.
Yay!
And let's try and see if we have a little more information in this internet backstory.
Internet backstory. Boom, boom.
Hookbill the Koopa is in Tetris Attack. And for some reason they gave him a stutter. So
Okay.
he says, how can this be? How is everyone free? Well, too bad. I'm just gonna have to stomp you. I don't know why they gave him... Why, like, they even knew he looked derpy. They gave him a derpy, like, stutter.
That is... so 90s.
Oh, yeah, right. Internet backstory done.
Internet backstory. Doo-doo.
All right, that's all we got for this episode. Yeah, you know what? Not a bad stage, not a bad world. I don't know, man.
Yeah, I thought it was all fun and games
for the most part. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I have really high standards for the game.
Yeah.
Because, again, we were looking at this with our nostalgia goggles when we were children.
It'd be great if this was like World 2 or 3.
Yeah, right? I don't know.
Maybe
World 5 will surprise us.
Yeah.
I guess we'll see. Either way, thank you all for listening. Really appreciate it. Seriously, it does mean a lot. I know we say it every episode, but that doesn't change the fact that it's 1,000% true.
Yeah.
So thank you guys again. Again, if you want to reach out, that email, it's the Extreme, ITSTHEXSTREAM @gmail.com. Feel free to reach out. I don't know how to end the episode. Joey, can you do a thing?
Okay.
All right. Paul, you can help him out.